Hey, everybody. Give me 1 second here. As usual. All right. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Hope you're doing okay. So, you guys, I am no specific topic. I do want to share some happenings around the Metro Detroit area that's coming up. Oh, I also wanted to, if you are in the group, I shared it to one of the groups, make sure, I shared it to 2 groups. Make sure you click on the actual video. That'll bring you to the live chat. So this is just the check-in and chat Wednesday. Let me see. I am, of course, on all of my favorite places. But I think I forgot to do something. 1 second, you guys. All right. All right. I think that's better. So I'm on all of my favorite platforms. And once again, I'm proud of myself. I got on Instagram again. But how are you, Teresa? How's everything? Let's see who's here. Autism to Max. How are you doing? There's Ramona. Hello. Teresa says, doing good. Just my son David started having seizures again. Oh, yeah, I seen that post and I meant to offer my prayers. So hopefully he's doing better. Hope he's okay. Hope you're okay. And we just pray he gets better. And hopefully, do they know what triggers it? Does it happen all the time? Autism to Max says, happy my daughter and grandchildren are safe from the tornado that ripped through her backyard. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am thankfully. Goodness. Is she located? Where are you at? In Colorado? Is that where they're happening at? I am so sorry. These tornadoes are something else. Ramona offers her prayers for David. Hey, Candy, how are you? Okay, real quick. For those in the group, in the main group, which is our parenting support group, that group, you cannot share photos from other pages into the group or links until Friday. Absolutely no promoting in the big group. Mainly we share those for announcements or something and exceptions every now and then. But the big group, that's the parenting support group, make sure if you have a photo, it has to be loaded directly from your device. If you have a reel, it has to be loaded directly from your device, meaning you can't hit the share button and share it into the group. And you can't promote in that group. Now, our local Detroit parent group, you can share. You can share away.
anything that's happening around Detroit, as long as it has something to do with autism. The homeschool group, I'm not sure about. That's Victoria's baby, but just wanted to put that out there. Um, Autism Smack says, yes, Colorado is where we are. Springfield, Missouri is where she is. Okay. Okay. Well, thank God she's okay. Thank God. I didn't hear about any tornadoes. Wow. This weather is so funny. I know here it was beautiful yesterday. Then I woke up. My house was a hot box yesterday. I was this close to turning on the air conditioner, right? It was a hot box. Woke up this morning, I was freezing. Candy said Joe did first martial arts. It was okay. Okay. So he likes it. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Martial arts. Yeah. DeAndre would probably like it. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I still should because he has so much energy. I need to put him in anything I can. Hello, homeschool peace. How are you? Well, you guys, today is the last day and only for this, for Autism Awareness Month that was dedicated to. You guys know it's autism awareness for our families 24/7 all year long. But it's the last day. I did put up the last picture for our picture post fundraiser this year. I want to thank everyone who submitted a beautiful face for Autism Awareness Month. I also want to thank all of you who donated. Ramona, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Lorienda, Pam. It was a few that were anonymous. Thank you too. I appreciate you and anybody else who donated. All the funds that were collected this month is going into our budget for next year's sweatpants and mimosas event. And remember, you guys, you can our website or right here on Facebook, there is a donate button. And if you do not want to donate monetarily, I just put up a wish list for Amazon. So I'll have that link put out there for things that we'll need for the event. So if you want to contribute that way, or if you want to contribute gifts to the moms for next year's event, and I should say dads too, because we're going to open the door, you can do it that way. And if you want to help out in any other way for next year's event, just reach out to me and let me know. Yes, I definitely appreciate you. Autism the Max says fluorescent lights and artificial sweeteners amp up my seizures. Just info if needed. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I heard about fluorescent lights often triggering seizures. That's interesting. And artificial sweeteners, really? Wow. Wow. Thank you for that info. That's good to know. That's a trigger. Candy says Joe will be doing martial arts at the YMCA. Okay. Okay. Awesome for Joe. Gonna be yeah. Okay, you guys. So I want to share a couple of happenings around the Metro Detroit area. And this is check in and chat while I'm talking. If y'all have anything you want to say, if you want to come up on the panel with me, just let me know. This is free for all today. I'm just going to do a couple announcements here. So happening today, empowerment through special education advocacy. This is a community group. The door is open for everyone who has a special needs child. It's, parents, grandparents, I'm reading off the flyer here, guardians, the teachers, service providers, and anyone with a heart for inclusion to be a part of the conversation. So I will be there this evening. It starts at 6 p.m. And the person to get in touch with if you want more information is Aisha, and I do not want to mess up her last name. Bracel. I hope I'm close to it, but you do need a ticket. It's absolutely free, but you get your tickets through Eventbrite. So if you are in our Metro Detroit group, the information is there also. But yeah, something. I love community. I love community. So come on out if you can. Today at 6 p.m. and ends at 7:30 p.m. This is a live group meetup. Okay, what else is going on? We have a roller skating fundraiser by Empower, hosted by Empower Social Circle. And actually, Ramona is in here. I think she's still in here. She's the person to contact if you'd like to participate in the fundraiser. You can get in touch with her for tickets, and it doesn't happen until June, but you can purchase tickets now and get ready to roller skate. I haven't been on skates since I was, I want to say 20. I'm scared I might fall on my butt, but I'm going. I'm gonna take the boys. So you guys make sure you check that out. What's happening? My phone. This weekend, we have a grand opening. All Things Awesome is opening her store at Fairlane Mall. It's a 3-day event. So you guys want to check her out. First store to open in Michigan, catering just to the autism community. And she'll be offering custom apparel and on the spot autism t-shirts. So I'm going to definitely, I don't know, I probably won't go Friday, but it's a 3-day event. Probably be up there, me and DeAndre, on Saturday. And the last event I want to share with you guys, hey, is the Big Blue Bash. This is Autism in the D. They are having the Big Blue Bash. This doesn't happen until July, but you can get your tickets if you're a vendor. You can get set up. The information is on their website, autisminthed.com. And you guys know she has really been putting in the footwork to get this sensory gym together. You know, I'm loving it. Put in that work, girl. But I will be there, the big Blue Bash. So it's a carnival. I'm reading off the flyer. Fun, food, and festivities. And this will be happening on the Durfee grounds. So that's over there for those of you who don't know. Durfee Innovation System is next to my son's old high school, Central. So yeah, that information, I'm going to post this flyer also in the group. I don't think I got it in the group, but I will definitely post it. So you can get the information, autisminthed.com. And I would encourage you guys, if you can, contribute to her fundraiser also. So that's all I have for now. And you guys know, if you have anything going on in the Metro Detroit area, holla at me. Y'all know I get on here and I share it. I will definitely share it. Okay, Autism to Max says, I'm gonna spend time with my hubby. Love y'all. Love you too. Thank you, Autism to Max. Ramona says, thank you for your support. And yes, come out, enjoy yourself, and have fun. Yes. Rolla, rolla, rolla. There's Miss Brooks. Hey, Miss Brooks, how are you? And Miss Brooks is here. Her daughter Mia, she has, and I gotta order mine. She has some body butter that is dedicated to autism awareness. Now, even though this is the last day, I hope she keeps it available as long as she can. I have to order mine, but I have to post on my page. Luminosity Naturals, that's the name of her company. Make sure you check that out. I think she said it's baby powder scent. So she's dedicating that batch for Autism Awareness Month. Make sure you guys check that out. Glad you are doing good. So what's going on with you guys? If I didn't say hello to you because I was reading, hello. I'm just on here for check-in and chat, see how you guys are doing. See what's up, what you got going on. It's the middle of the week. It's the last day of Autism Awareness Month, but definitely not the last day of autism awareness, acceptance, inclusion, love, and all of that good stuff. That's every day, all day. But what do you guys got up? Anybody have any plans for the upcoming weekend? So this weekend, I don't have anything planned other than I'm gonna go up to the mall and check out All Things Awesome and probably grab me a t-shirt or two and see what her store is all about. Other than that, nothing. Oh, well, Friday we'll do my walk with my mom. So my mom we want to start walking every other day. So we go down to the river walk. We did our first one that day. Day before yesterday. Candy says going go-kart riding with my son. Okay. That sounds like fun. Go-kart racing. Yeah. That sounds like fun. Enjoy. Anybody else got anything going on? Oh, I missed this one. I'm sorry, you guys. I skipped over a couple. Teresa says he just started having seizures again Monday night. And during the night, while he was sleeping, I have all his teachers and the school nurses are now keeping an eye on him. Okay, good. Glad everybody is on watch. I know that had to be scary. Autism Max says, I blogged about it, photos included. She was home with 5 kids, 2 on the spectrum. Oh my. Well, I'm glad they are okay. Yes, I try to keep them busy. Yep. I gotta make summer plans for DeAndre to make sure he's completely active. Because someone asked me a question on TikTok about DeAndre, having a trampoline. Now, if you guys ever seen DeAndre move, the boy can jump, and he loves jumping. Now, he's had 3 trampolines, indoor trampolines. I can't do that anymore because that boy he can jump so high, he will hit the ceiling with his head. And I don't have high ceilings. We had an outdoor trampoline, the big one, and he scared me to death on that thing. That's just how high he was going. And he got a thrill out of it. It was his adrenaline. Once he gets on the trampoline, the adrenaline just starts pumping, and he used to scare me to death. So the second time, I believe, he got on and did that, I was like, oh no, no more. Now I had to take it down anyway, insurance purposes. I'm on the corner. I didn't have privacy fence, all that good stuff. But I had to take it down, thankfully, because scary. So I definitely can't. It would be good because he likes to jump and that motion, but he takes the jumping to the extreme, and he would definitely hurt himself. Teresa says, now next month I have to take David to the children's hospital to get an urgent EEG because I called David's neurology team and told them what was going on. David had the seizures. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are definitely want to see what's going on there. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. How does he? Is this? Will this be a first time EEG, or I'm sure he's had one before? When DeAndre was very little. They had to, sedate him, put him to sleep actually for his EEG, even though it didn't hurt, but the movement. And yes, I'm drinking coffee. Anybody knows me, I drink coffee all day long. All day long. So hopefully they can give you some answers about the seizures. And maybe you can find out what's his triggers, and try to avoid it. Oh, he's had plenty. Okay. So he's used to it. He's used to it. How's everybody else? Anybody else got anything going on? Get out of here. Okay, so Sunday, don't forget we have our Let's Talk Autism discussion live online at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys join us for that. That's where we open discussion, parent to parent discussion, and support safe space, safe place for us to talk about our journeys with our loved ones. So make sure you guys join us for that. DJ DeAndre is okay. Yep, he is at school. They were supposed to be attending, well, the parents and us, we were supposed to be going to a job fair tomorrow. But unfortunately, with certain things happening, they weren't able to get us scheduled. And now I'm also hearing that they are getting ready to put most of the ASD programs in like one or two locations, one for the east side, one for the west side. It's it's a little crazy around here. But yeah, we were supposed to go to the job fair sponsored by Michigan Rehabilitation Services. So that won't be happening. However, he will. He'll get another summer job this year. So we're excited about that and see what kind of placement he gets. And he definitely will need with his energy. I'm gonna need him to have, a support worker with him. And he also has a new behavior, only in school though. The teacher mentioned that anytime they're out in the hall, if they have bathroom breaks, he takes off. Now, when we're together recently, even he's always on my heels. So I don't know what that's all about. That's something really new, but it's scary because I don't want to be out and he does that to me because I couldn't catch him. He's too fast. Um, all kinds. Now, when he worked a couple years ago during the summer homeschool piece, he was at Big Lots. So what they do is they match them with things they can do. Like for DeAndre, it was sorting. So what they did, they would sort the shelves. The support worker he was working with, they take things down and just make sure everything was sorted. And he liked that. He liked that. They have all kind of, depending on their ability and their skill, they'll match them. And if they need like a support worker to work with them, they'll help get a support worker with them. They will all have like counselors and stuff. I'm not counselors, workers that, kind of oversee them. But if they need somebody with them, all kinds. They can be outside with garbage, working at the fast food restaurants. I know one of the young guys that was in DeAndre's class. He got a job at Outback Steakhouse, I believe it was. But yeah, all kinds of jobs. But again, just depends on their ability and their skill levels you know, and the companies, the companies have to be willing to work with them. Department stores, you know. Yeah, I think it's awesome for them to be able to get some independence and earn their own paychecks, right? So we're gonna look forward to that. I didn't let him work, the last couple of summers because I wanted him to concentrate, be more on school, and it's an all day thing. They work 8 hours a day. No, was it 8 hours or six? No, it was almost 8 hours a day, but 4 days a week. So they would work 8 hours, 4 days a week. Or if you want lesser hours, you can let them know that, you only want them to work 20 hours or maybe just 30 hours a week. But yeah, really cool. Really cool. I'm also looking for a fitness program. So anyone in the Detroit metro area, Michigan, for DeAndre, if anyone has a group like fitness thing, that's another thing I want to get him involved with in the summer to help release some of that energy. Please let me know if somebody put something together for the kids for maybe an hour a day just to kind of release some summer energy. Please let me know. Send the information my way. I would appreciate it. Candy says, I can use some coffee. I'm going to get Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, that sounds good. Sounds good. Yep. I got to have my coffee. Coffee break always. Coffee break always. I'm going to share the link in here. If anyone wants to come up, feel free. So if you want to come up, if you have anything you want to share or talk about, come on up and join the platform. I'll put it in here too. I always have to open the screen um for Instagram. Yep. So again, no specific particular topic for the day. Just check in and chat, and I wanted to share with you guys what's happening in and around our city that's coming up. But if you guys want to come up and share anything, there's Teresa. Hello, Teresa. How are you?
Hello. Good.
Good, good. Wait, let's see who this is. Homeschool. Pete says, I used to drink coffee all throughout the day in my younger years. I only get about 1 or 2 cups these days. Okay. Let me tell you a quick story. My great grandfather, and this was when I was wee high, used to take a saucer and give me coffee. So from that, I developed, that taste, that addiction. Because as I grew up, I would then learn how to take some plain bread, dip it in the coffee with, sugar and cream, and it would be so good. So good. So as I got older, when I started working, especially when I started working at the plant, I would have to have coffee throughout the day. I have been addicted all my life. I can't take the cream because I'm older and that lactose, I take it black with a little sugar and I'm good. But before it used to be cream and sugar and dunk my bread, and now I just take the coffee. And I can drink it. People are amazed that I can drink it late at night and still go to sleep. Yes, I started younger too with my grandma. Okay. Those grandparents. Candy says I actually did a mini IEP for my sixth and his son. I'm assuming, and his teacher said she will use some of my goals in his IEP. I do lesson plans as a teacher anyway. Okay, awesome. That's right. Get those goals together. Get those goals together.
Yeah, my Davis transition IEP meeting is next week
Next
for
week.
his going into high school. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Are
mean,
you
that's our
excited?
transition one. That's our transition one for him to go into high school.
Okay. Are you excited about him going? I know he is.
I'm excited, but nervous, but he's excited. He can't wait to go into high school. But he's also nervous too.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure once he gets in there, he'll do good. Is any
Yes.
of his friends, does he know anyone that's going with him?
No, the kids that are at his school right now that are in his class, they go to the school over by where they live.
Okay.
So since I live by two schools, we have because we have boundary lines that our school district put in place.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go by what school we live by that the kids go to.
AJ says, I started drinking coffee while in the army. Okay. I'm sure you guys probably had a lot of coffee to drink because up very early, right? Uh-oh. Um,
My grandma used to stick young cookies in her coffee.
oh yeah. I just need some plain white bread. Um, Candy says my son's going to school all year around again, so no summer break for 2 weeks. Okay. Same for DeAndre. DeAndre has to go back for speech therapy. Yes, because you know there's no speech therapist, so he
Connection.
has
This is
to make
often
up
caused
that
by an
time this summer.
unstable internet connection.
Um, AJ
Move
says
closer
early
to the
mornings.
browser.
I hate it. I can imagine. Thank you for your service, though, sir. Thank you. You are appreciated. Yeah, Teresa, you kind of crackling your internet connection. Can you hear me,
I don't know why people go down that street. They need to close this street off.
Teresa? Do you hear me? Okay, but yeah, they don't have any speech therapists, and actually, my grandson, he was in speech therapy, and they the his therapist actually left, so I don't know what is going on with that, but DeAndre has to make up over the summer. So can you hear me now?
I know David gets. Yeah, I can hear you, but half the time I
Yeah,
couldn't even see you.
you're cracking.
Oh man, not again. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, you were going in and out, and then you're freezing.
Yeah, it's windy over here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're frozen.
Uh, Jiminy Cricket. Let me go to another room. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
Okay.
hear you.
I was outside because they're doing a lot of road construction.
Oh, okay. Okay. David's in school.
Oh no, he has a doctor's
Oh,
appointment
that's
today.
right. I'm sorry. I forgot just that quick.
He has two appointments, one with his pediatrician and one with his allergy doctor.
Okay, the allergist too. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
he has
it's time for
the
allergy
usual
appointments.
seasonal allergies.
Yeah. We also see the allergy doctor for his asthma too, so.
Okay.
And then pediatrician is for medications for his ADHD.
Okay. Hmm. So you just go to your regular pediatrician for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he doesn't
And then
see
when
any
he
other
has
specialists?
no, he sees a neurologist for the seizure again, back at
Okay.
again, and then a dermatologist for his skin allergies. Because
Okay.
since he's
I
allergic to
need
the sun.
yeah, you told me that too. Oh, that poor baby.
Yes,
How does
he
he
almost had a
deal with
heat stroke
that?
yesterday at school.
That's what I was about to ask you. How does he deal with that in the school, with the
Well,
being allergic
with
with the heat?
him, with him, basically when he's at home, I have to put sunscreen on him every morning
Mm.
so he can have sun protection.
Frozen. We'll see if maybe she'll come back. She's frozen. Candy says, so yeah, I am happy he will be in school. Don't have to worry about childcare. Yeah, that's the good thing. That's the good thing. Yeah, all year round. So Teresa looks like she's having a bad internet connection. Candy says they are talking about sending my son to a psychiatrist to see if he is ADHD, to see if he's ADHD as well as autism. Okay, so he showing signs of ADHD. So that's DeAndre. We initially um, the neurologist diagnosed him with the ADHD when he was little, and then for a minute, because we started seeing the psychiatrist, we were seeing both. But then the neurology was like, it's no need to see both of us. They gave us the boot, so now we just see the psychiatrist. Okay. So also, DeAndre will be taking anxiety therapy. He has group therapy at the center he goes to, but they've included anxiety therapy, which is new to us because, I didn't know they had, a therapy dedicated just for anxiety, but yeah. And the reason being because we was trying to get him, he was supposed to start OT over there, and there is no um, OT available in the times we need. So I guess that's the replacement, but we're going to see if the anxiety therapy helps him. Trying to get him to calm down. So, so tomorrow he goes to group. Was it next week? I know he has his psychiatric appointment tomorrow, and yeah, I think he has group too. Group therapy tomorrow. So he'll start the anxiety therapy. I think it starts next week. Here's Teresa. Let's see if you have a better connection.
Yeah,
Okay.
my mom called in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just went blacked
That's
out.
why. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
you
happened. I had to answer my
sound
mom's phone call.
a lot better now. It's a lot better.
Yeah, she was checking in on David to see how he was during the nighttime.
Okay. So he slept
See if he had
okay.
any. Yeah,
Now,
he slept
how
very
did
well.
you
He wanted to sleep with.
how did you realize he had a seizure?
Well, okay. Monday night, I came back from my neighbor's house because I had one of their dogs got out of the
Okay.
yard. So I
Uh,
had to go put the dog back into the yard, put the dog in the house and all that. Then I came back about around 9:45 that night, Monday night. David comes in and goes, "Mom, I had a nightmare." And I was like, "No, you didn't, because I know how your nightmares are." And and he started going like this. So I knew he was
you
having
knew
a
right.
seizure.
Wow.
I knew right away. So
Okay.
as a teenager, I had
And
him put in my bed.
okay. We both blacked out.
So I had him sleep with me that night. So around during the nighttime while he was sleeping and I was sleeping, his back was close to my back, and I felt him having another one. And then that one stopped, and then he had another one, and then he had another one.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that morning, I actually that night I told my brother that David was going to sleep with me, and then that morning called my mom, told her about it, and then I called the children's hospital where he goes to for doctor's appointments. I told the on-call neurologist about it, so they emailed his neurologist, and then told me they were basically cluster seizures. They can
clusters.
have them back to back. Yeah,
Okay.
clusters. So
Wow.
now it was crazy. So I had to call the school, let them know, and all. They asked me like, "Why didn't you keep him home?" I was like, "I can't take him to my doctor's appointment at all because there's no kids allowed."
Okay.
So my best option was to send him to school because he'll be in safe hands. They know what to do. Basically, it's to
Okay.
call 911.
Okay.
So I had to put an email through the school to all his teachers and both school nurses and have them all involved to keep an eye on him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So now once his neurologist got the email from the on-call neurologist, told his head nurse to get an urgent EEG. He wanted an urgent EEG, get it
Okay.
done
Okay.
to figure out what the heck is going on. Why is he now having them again? It's been a year since he's had seizures.
Bonnie and
So
me,
it's like,
how are you?
and then my blood pressure went up, so I was so nervous and
Mhm.
frustrated because my son's having seizures and all that. Like, it's crazy.
I
And
can imagine.
that's when I put that thing on the autism that's parent support group
Oh
yesterday. That's why I
goodness.
posted that
Yeah,
on there. I was like,
and you gotta make sure you take care of yourself.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because you won't do him any
That's
good if
it's
you're not good.
yes.
You
So it's
know,
like that's why I
we'll
posted
talk
it
about
on there
that till
to
I'm
have
blue in the face.
prayers and support from other people that are going through the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Prayers with you and David. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully maybe they can get to the bottom of it and you can. Did they ever, through his other EEGs, did they ever give you an indicator of what may be triggering
Well,
them?
the first EEGs that he's had from when he was a baby, he's
Uh,
had epileptic seizures.
Sammy,
Oh, there goes
wait a minute.
Sammy.
Hold on. Hold on. Alexa, turn the alarm off. Okay, go ahead.
Mine went off
Wait a
too
minute.
when you said that.
Bonnie and me says we are blessed. Good to see you. Come by my live this evening around 4 for our Barbie skit live. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to make it. I have a meeting to go to this evening, but I will definitely try to make it over there for sure. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Teresa.
where was I? Yeah, so now we have to go. Thank God we have a social worker now too involved in
Okay.
David's care too for neurology team.
All right.
So that's a good thing right there that we have a social worker now. Before we
Yeah.
didn't even have one. Well, it's like
So did
okay,
you
where I
ever
was coming from. He was diagnosed with epilepsy when he was little,
okay.
but then when he got into when during before COVID hit, I wanted a second opinion on his for his seizures and all that. So the doctor thought, okay, it's epilepsy. But then we started figuring it out when he was in fifth grade because
Uh-huh.
he was also always going to new schools. Every year he was going to new schools.
Okay.
But then we figured out they were stress related seizures
Stress related. Okay.
because
So
his neurologist was putting him on like a bunch of seizure medications. But
so
then
you
we
think
started weaning
when
him
going
off.
to the new school that kind of triggered
Yeah, him going to new schools and all that, it triggered the
yeah.
stress and him having seizures and
Yeah.
all that. And that's when we figured it out. It was just stress related. It's like they don't. So we removed him from started. eliminating of him off his seizure medications and all that through the doctor's orders and all that. And he hasn't
Mhm.
had one in. He didn't have one in 6th grade. He didn't have one in 7th grade. Any episodes at all. And so now it's like all of a sudden he's having them again.
Oh,
It's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine that can be stress on you, nerve wracking, I'm sure.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Be-
hopefully
because
he's okay.
because when he started having them, I said, David, you're having a seizure. So I had to lay him on the floor to get him to lay on the floor so he can um stop on his own and all that.
Okay,
So I
okay.
didn't want him to fall and hit his head.
Right. Definitely don't
I
want him to do that.
didn't want that, and I didn't want to end up in the hospital.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? Just here for a quick check in and chat. We were talking about Teresa's son. He had a seizure. So just wishing him and her the best. Hope everything is okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah,
And then
that
now I have
can.
on the prayer list at my church too.
You on what?
I put him on the prayer list at my church.
Oh, okay. Good, 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 good.
Hey, the more the prayers,
The
the the
better.
the better. Yes.
Yeah, the stronger. Stronger. Yeah. There's power. There's power in numbers. That's for sure.
Yes.
Kelly says, oh my goodness. Is this the first time, Teresa?
No. Well, the first time in 3 years, yes.
Mhm.
But he's had seizures since he was a baby. But then he outgrew the seizures and all that, so now the seizures started back up.
My daughter's texting me. What did she say? Okay. Daughter texting me. She finds the weirdest times. It's like she knows I'm on the phone.
She knows you're doing lives.
Uh-huh. And then she just back to back to back to back. Like it's like you sense it, don't you? In a minute the phone is gonna ring. So I am very interested about epileptic seizures, information. Now when he was a baby, how did you know, how was that?
The way I knew he was having one was one night I was feeding him and he was in my arms and his whole body went into the shakes and his eyes rolled back.
Oh wow.
So that's how I knew he was having one. So I scheduled an appointment with his pediatrician at the time, and then he referred us to a neurologist who sees adults and kids.
Okay.
And that's when we had not an EEG, a MRI while he was sleeping because they had to put him to sleep, put him
Okay.
under sedation because he was so little. And that's
Yeah.
when we found out he had epilepsy.
Mm,
So, and that's when I told his pediatrician I want to see a pediatric neurologist who specializes in kids and kids only
right.
and all
Right.
that.
Kelly says Teresa Jordan has seizures also. I think his psych meds were causing a lot of the issues. Okay. Yeah, that could definitely have been a trigger.
Yeah, David's only on certain meds for his ADHD and his sleep and allergies.
Hmm. So you don't think any of the medication
No,
could have caused it? Okay.
no.
Okay.
I know there are some meds
I
that
feel
can
fully
cause them,
Uh-huh.
especially people who are on psych meds that will cause the seizures and all that. That's why I always read his medication forms for side effects.
Yeah. Yeah. There are so many side effects to these medications. You
Yes.
sometimes you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, you
And if
know?
you don't. Yep.
Yeah. So everybody, let me see. Kelly says that's why Jordan was kept home from school and did. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah,
And
that would be the
his
reason.
school knows. Yeah, the school knows. Like if he has one at home, they know I'll be keeping him home from school and all that.
Okay.
Because all I have to do is just call the school and says, "Hey, I'm keeping him home today because he had a seizure and he's very lethargic." And they'll be like, "Okay, just keep us posted, Teresa." And I
Okay.
do.
But they are aware, medical staff
Yes.
is aware that, if he has a seizure, okay.
Yeah, and
And
all the teachers know too
so they
that if
have
he has a seizure, they have to
um,
call. They have to remove the kids from the classroom. All the kids have to get removed from the classroom first before they call 911 because they can't
do
do
they
it in
have
front of
they
the
have a
kids.
nurse there though, don't they?
Yeah, we have two school nurses
Okay, good.
at the
Good.
school. And then we
Hmm.
also have the para from the classroom there too. So they have two pairs
Hmm.
in the classrooms. So the pairs are aware of it too.
Kelly says, I didn't trust the staff at school. Jordan had to go to the hospital because of a busted eye on the door. Oh my.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, well, I don't blame
Ouch.
you, Kelly. I don't blame you. Wow. Sorry
I
that
don't blame her
happened.
either.
Yeah.
Busted eye.
Mm-mm-mm.
I know David's been to so many hospitals when he was little, having a lot of seizures.
Mhm.
At school, he would be tested for diabetes to see if he has low blood sugar. They would do blood work to see where he's at on his medications and call his neurologist. And basically, the hospitals know us.
Mhm.
And so does the EMTs, too.
They know you, huh? By
Yeah,
name.
when the EMTs get a message that they need to go to the school, a certain school, and they know, since they know David's 13 now, they know it's like, okay, oh, it's David having a seizure. Oh my gosh,
And let's go.
let's go.
Mhm. Mhm.
And his mom will be there. If not, she'll meet us at the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scary. I used to think, because now DeAndre, you guys know he steals with his hands a lot,
Yes, I've seen
and
them.
sometimes it's like he blacks out. I used to think he was having seizures. I don't know. He probably is, but nobody tells me because he will, if he's really in tune or really stressed, the hands
Hmm.
will roll and he will cross his eyes, and you have to keep calling him DeAndre, DeAndre. Um, Kelly says, Teresa, did David lose bowels with his seizures?
Or what? Yes,
Wow.
he would have accidents when he would have seizures. He would have accidents.
Okay, so that happens. Wow.
Yes.
I guess because they can't control any muscles or anything.
Yeah, they can't control the muscles in their body, and then he'll actually have an accident. He'll have
Wow.
actually have a number one.
Now, does that happen? It happens during or when he kind of calms down?
During, during.
Okay.
It will
Wow.
happen during his seizures activity. He'll have it. He'll have an accident.
Okay. Interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, I can see that happening. You know, I can see that
Some
happening.
some kids who have seizures will have accidents, and some don't.
Okay.
And it all depends on what types of seizures they have. Like the like grandma seizures and epileptic seizures, yeah, they will have an accident.
Okay. Then I got so
So
many
it
different types. Huh? The cluster
yeah,
seizures.
there are so many different types of seizures. David was a baby. He would have when he would have high fevers, he would have uh fat petit mal seizures
All right.
when he was a baby. When he would get high
So those
fevers.
are the smaller,
Yeah,
quicker. Well, I'm saying quicker.
that will cause by fevers and all that.
Okay. Um, Kelly said sometimes a catonic, cat. Am I saying it right?
Catatonic
Catonic.
seizures.
Okay. Stare can mean to see. Okay. Because he and that's what I was thinking, Kelly, because sometimes he is so focused, he'll if he's like really gets stressed out about something or anxious about something, he goes to rubbing his hands and then he'll cross his eyes and make this noise like uh, he does that, his grunt. And you gotta kind of calling his name won't help. I have to kind of keep shaking him, and I'm like, I wonder, is that a seizure? Well, I should bring this up tomorrow. I'm gonna bring it up again. Is he going through something? Because I
See,
asked
that
before,
shows like it
and they
could
just
be a seizure.
brushed it off as just stimming, huh?
It could be like a seizure activity. Because
Yeah.
I've seen people I've had friends who would do the same thing as Don DeAndre do.
Okay.
Would do the
Yeah,
same
I'm
thing,
gonna
and I
I'm
would
gonna
see
ask
him,
about.
and they would say it's like, no, he's having a seizure. It's like, and with his, they didn't have to lay him down and all that. They just let him just do what he's doing right there, standing while the parents are standing right next to him, and just let him come out of it.
Yeah. Jordan's eyes would roll back. He would yell and gag. Jordan does the same thing. Need a hand rubbing first, then I'm definitely. He has an appointment tomorrow with his psychiatrist, so I'm definitely gonna ask them about that. Cause yeah, it kind of it kind of scares me, Kelly. Cause it's like his whole focus, his eyes cross, and sometimes he rubs his hands anyway, normally. But
Mm-hmm.
then other times it's just like he just completely changes, and I'm like, DeAndre, you okay? So I'm definitely gonna bring that up when we go tomorrow.
You should bring that up with the primary doctor too.
Yeah, I think the psychiatrist, he would probably know a little better than primary. She's not too much. She knows about autism. Is because he's still at the pediatric. I still gotta find. I better find him another doctor now. He's still under his pediatric doctor. That's what I need to do. Find him another doctor because they did tell they already kind of gave him the boot, but great. I totally get. Yes, sounds like joy. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up at tomorrow's meeting. I probably need to see the neurologist. That's probably he
Yeah.
could really tell me.
Yes, a
Mhm.
neurologist will tell you more
Yeah,
better.
because it can get scary. Like he crossing his eyes. I'm like, you okay? But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
because
definitely.
with David, I have to talk to him
Yeah.
just to calm him down
Mm-hmm.
and all that. That's what I do. I get right next to him. I would have a stuffed animal with him and says, David, it's okay. Mom's here. You're fine. Your monkey's here with you too. You're okay. You're
Yeah.
fine. I would have to do it in a calm and courtesy
Calm
voice with
voice.
him. And he would
Okay.
finally come out of it
Okay. Good.
and all that.
Yeah, the things our babies go through. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
They go through so much. So much. Whew.
And people don't
But
understand what we go through with our
right,
kids
right.
with
That's why I
autism.
say I have to remind parents, make sure you taking steps to make sure you are good.
That's why I still
Because
have my book
we have
that
to
you
be
sent me.
mentally together. We have to have moments to ourselves so we can be there for our babies, you know?
And that's why the books that you sent me that we have done through book clubs and all that, I read them.
Yeah. Good.
So
Self
I
care.
de-stress myself right there.
That's good. That's good. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna log out of here. Go fix me another cup of coffee. I have a little bit in here, but it's cold. Kelly says things that mamas go through. Riker is level 2 after testing. Oh wow. Okay,
Oh
yep.
man.
Things we go through, Kelly.
And that's what I love
And
about this Facebook group. That we got people to talk to.
yep, yep, that's what it's all about. And we're
Especially the
spread
check-in and
all
chat and on Sundays.
check in and chat. Yeah.
And on
So
Sundays.
I may be back tomorrow. No promises, but we'll have another check in and chat before Sunday. Um,
Yes.
Homeschool Peace. Thank you guys for tuning in. You too, Kelly. Kelly says, have a great day, girls. You too, you too.
Yes, you
Um,
too.
thank you guys for checking in, and I will see you all later. For all of you who come by on TikTok and Instagram, hello to you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.